Hey gang, guess what? It's time to talk about anime!
Nerd!
Ugh, whatever. Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you an anime character? No, you know what? Screw it. It's not worth getting into the debate here. That's a joke that's not getting old in a hurry, is it? So yeah, recently I've been watching an anime series by the name of Kengan Ashura. Like just about every anime that has ever existed, it's based off a manga by the same name. Basically, it's a fighting tournament anime. I mean, there's this big plot about how, you know, merchants from the Edo period of Japan... Edo? I think it's Edo, now that I think of it. Merchants from the Edo period of Japan all get together, hire mercenaries, and have the mercenaries fight to the death in a tournament that somehow determines which merchant has influence over the Japanese economy as a whole, blah, 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 politics, politics, politics. You don't care. You bought this show because you want to watch a bunch of anime dudes wail on each other. And you know what? That's just fine in my book. The main character is Oma Takeda, an individual who enters the Kengan tournament to prove once and for all that I'm the strong one. Not you, not you, not you, me. I'm the strong one. No, seriously, that's basically the only reason he's in this tournament, is because he hates when other people say that they're strong. There's all these flashbacks in the course of the show that kind of show Oma's history, and it's very likely it's building up to the real reason why he takes part in Kengan battles and the Kengan Annihilation tournament, but that's the reason he gives out loud, and honestly, it's one of the dumbest reasons I've heard for entering a fight for a hero. For a villain, fine, but apparently the villain is this really creepy dude who I'm pretty sure wants to have sex with the main character's corpse, if I read that correctly. Ugh, people are weird. I forgot the name of Oma's rival. I just know that he's very, very, very much in love with Oma, apparently, and well, it's not very subtle. And speaking of not subtle, the only other character I can really remember the name of, good old Jerry Tyson, aka America, fuck yeah! Yeah, I know, my Photoshop skills suck, whatever. But seriously though, this is basically Jerry Tyson in review. He is basically America, the guy. I mean, holy hell. Dude enters the arena with a hard rock version of the Star Spangled Banner playing in the background, and he openly declares things like, "This battle is gonna be as easy as mom's apple pie," or something along those lines. Gee, I wonder if this is the American. It's so subtle. I am having such a hard time figuring this out, for sure. You know, there's a reason my friends and I had the joke that there is no word in the Japanese language for subtlety. And it's pretty much characters like this. Is it just me, or are all the character designs in this show fucking ugly? I mean, it's something to be said for anime being a much different art style than, you know, Western animation, and I'm used to a lot of the anime designs and whatnot. But something about this character design in this show, and like this guy over here and that guy over there, just everybody in this show just, ugh. Even by anime standards, this looks ugly. And I have a feeling only part of it can be explained by the fact that 90% of the cast makes a living out of wailing on each other in the middle of the not octagon. To the death, I might add. That's another thing I think is funny about this show, is whenever the ring girl slash commentator slash basic trope of every tournament fighter having a person who commentates on the match while they're refereeing, you know, that guy slash girl, in this case girl, but when she's reading off the stats of the opponents, you know, of the fighters, she comments on their affiliation, which company they represent. She tells them how much their net worth is, because that's very important in Kengan Ashura, apparently. And then she lists off their win-loss record, which I always found kind of weird because I was led to believe Kengan Annihilation is a tournament to the death, so wouldn't that be kind of redundant? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about this. The bottom line is Kengan Ashura is not going to reinvent the wheel. I think anybody could tell you that right out the gate the moment they watch the previews. If you're looking for something deep and philosophical, look elsewhere. If you're looking for anime dudes to wail on each other for about 12 episodes or so, give or take, this might be your show right here. In fact, there's a whole other part coming in October, if I understand right. So you got something to look forward to there, because if you run out of show and you realize the tournament is still going, well, don't be too bad. Don't feel too bad about it, because there's a whole new part coming out, and you can finally see the conclusion of the tournament that way. Maybe. I don't know how many parts are going to be in that particular new part, but yeah. In the long run, Kengan Ashura is what it is. A dumb, mindless, beat-em-up anime that you can watch when you want to turn your brain off. I give Kengan Ashura 2 hats out of 4. And that's going to do it for this week's Hatflix and Chill. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell if you actually mean it, so that I can have some sort of validation that my existence matters and that I'm not just talking into an empty void, wondering what the meaning of all of this YouTube nonsense is. Ah! Until next time.